I'm not quite sure where all the leaders are located. Friendly brew bots. Why is it friendly? Edgar, we have an ally! Woohoo! Is this dog friendly to us then? No, definitely not. This was Tracer's song, wasn't it? Only one guard that's suspiciously little few in number. I'm suspecting there will be more of them, so no, I'm not seeing any. That is weird. Are those friendly or hostile?
Why aren't you at the statue at JC?
I can't leave these bots unattended, or they might fall into the hands of one of our enemies.
Are their legs frozen or something?
The bots are fine. It's cracked processors in the housing units that have prevented me from bringing them online. JC warned me that the eutactic nature of the statue reconstruction would require him to drop the temperature. But this is quite extraordinary.
How's he able to control the weather?
You can do it with a nanite swell. The particles absorb kinetic energy, which is then emitted as light. By the time I arrived, though, the glow had subsided, so our choppers had no warning and crossed into the zone too quickly.
Can the housing units be repaired?
Yes, it's a simple repair. I just seem to have left Trio without any multi-tools.
Repair bots. Okay, that's good enough. Are they going to be... Well, they're probably going to be useful to us, as long as we don't directly start causing trouble right at this moment. Stun prod. Do we really need a stun prod? I don't think so.
Scanning. New file opened. Your actions will be recorded.
They're not doing anything, so they're not exactly all that useful.
Good work. Now I will take action.
What are you going to do?
You've seen more of the island than I have. Where do you think the bots will do the most good?
We have taken the South Docks.
I'd take the east side of the island back from the Templars.
We certainly don't have a more determined enemy than Lumen and Saman.
Well, here's your chance to test his resolve.
I certainly don't want to fight the Templars, so you go and die on them. It's a good way to get rid of tongue too, if we're lucky, without tipping our hand. We will just follow them, get rid of the stragglers. They're not really hitting the Templars all that much. We'll let them fight. The Templars are much better than those guys. Just because they have a rapid rate of fire, basically. They didn't even kill a single Templar, 4 robots and a tank. That's pathetic. If there was a burning barrel here, I would get you, dump you right in one. Jesus Christ, you were terrible. No, we got him killed without hurting our hands, so I'll count that as a victory. And he did soften up to Templars, so he wasn't totally useless. Yeah, he was totally useless, but no buts really, he was just bad. So many Templars. Ah. Ooh, Illuminati. Lovely. Not good enough against Templar. Maybe. They are! Ah, that's lovely. At least we can get ammunition out of them. And they're much easier to kill. Spider-Man. Grenades. No, I think this is a Templar base. Come on. Ah. Maybe... no interest in medkits. And no ammunition. Yeah, this is the worst thing about Templars. Energy blade. Hmm. Wow! Can't be bypassed with explosives, or very unlikely to get an explosive hit on them. What the hell is this? Yeah, we're not gonna die here. We have 30 full bioelectric, well, bioelectric cells, so that's a huge amount of regeneration we can do. Absolutely massive. There's no way we'll run out. We still need to find the Illuminati leader. I think that might be in the Aquinas hub. I wasn't paying all that much attention when he was talking to me. I was fighting, so I might have missed that. We need to take care of him. It has to be the Aquinas specifications. Where the hell is the leader? Let's look at the map again. The Illuminati encampment wasn't in the south, really. I think we're at Bunker K at the moment. North Dock was where the JC's allies were. Statue entrance. Yeah, shit that I wasn't paying attention. Maybe there's in the notes. Yeah, not really, no. Crap. I'll go visit the JC location, see what we can do there now. Maybe we can't do anything there, but it's better than going to the Aquinas hub or whatever it was before and going there and finding it's for nothing. So what else is this? Do we start from here? So the statue entrance and UNATCO are on the same map. Illuminati can't be here, otherwise the Grey would not be guarding this entrance.
With someone like you raiding JC, we are hopeful.
Holy crap.
hard to believe that our hard work is nearly done.
Are you sure we can trust JC? Even after the merger in Antarctica? Have you looked around? All he's done. I have to wonder about his sanity.
This is what we've been working toward ever since I uncovered the truth about UNATCO and MJ-12, even if I didn't realize it at the time. I trust his vision.
He intends to give every human being a nanite infusion. That doesn't seem drastic to you?
His vision isn't easy to comprehend because he's operating on a higher level now. We just have to trust his wisdom, and soon we'll all share in it.
From personal experience, when someone is incapable of explaining something, he doesn't really understand it himself, or
Our colony is strengthened in numbers.
he knows he can't explain it. So he'll try to go for the you just don't get it.
My brother arrived safely. Thank you again.
Your enemies have occupied the island.
I have no enemies, merely topographies of ignorance. The people drift aimlessly, collecting into clans, wherever they find a glimmer of knowledge.
You don't sound worried.
You're wasting time. I want you to locate the Aquinas specification inside UNATCO. When Helios has recovered its hub privileges, you'll step into the infusion chamber and the nanites in your body will be replicated in the air and ultimately in the bloodstreams of every last human being. With this act, the geography of human thinking will be leveled. Every mind will be part of a continuum.
Yeah. Welcome to the collective.
Trust me, misunderstanding, ignorance, the charade of warring ideologies, or in any form, all are already historical footnotes.
I'll try to see if there's a computer control that could either take out the turrets or take control of them. The greys are sort of a problem. The tensions are heavily fortified here. I'm not quite sure how we should get rid of them. Scramble of it. That's an idea. But they're already on our side. It won't work on them unless we make these our enemies. So, fudge. Fudge. Fudge in a bucket.
Target escaped. How is this happening?
They don't know how it's happening. It's a goddamn mystery, that's what it is. We need to find out who did this. Is that a flamethrower? Yeah,
I'm not amused.
like that. Where's the gray? Where's the gray? Ooh, one turret is already unsolved. That is nice.
Target leaving zone.
This is danger. Yes, there is danger.
I'm getting in
We'll all go to waste.
You have been identified as a threat. Access.
It only works on bots, I guess.
Turn back.
Shit.
The violator is advised to leave immediately.
I'll try to see if I can make JC Denton burn. It's not a good weapon to try to fight against him, I don't think.
Beware. Automated security in place.
It's a fairly powerful weapon.
You cut your own throat. Helios, can you hear me?
I'd rather use grenades at this point. Very nice. Again, we are not lacking in power at all, and a few targets are destroyed. Probably. Oh, come on. Come on, buddy. Hey there, buddy. Okay, at least it's spilled over now. What the fudge? Where's JC? I think he just mysteriously disappeared. Is that close enough? But ah, that's a good one. Still not close enough. Come on, he was right on top of it. Ah! Yeah, I don't get that. I guess I'm just too powerful. Burn it! Burn it, bastard! I think we need something to connect the flames. A single body simply won't do. We need... Can't move the grays. That's a disappointment. Well, we'll have to abandon that. We're still missing Mr. WTO President. I guess he went to UNATCO then, although we don't see him, so... could we destroy the machine they were building? I don't want anyone to have it, so... Probably yes.
Excellent work. Without that machine, Apostle Corps' agenda is finished, and the Templars have no means to disperse their counter-nanite.
No, I wonder if we could have just went in there, destroyed the machine and run out. It's not like we needed to kill the Dentons at that point. Although they might be able to reconstruct the machine at any point in time. It's not exactly great either.
What's the problem? You scared? What's the problem? You scared?
Yeah, you're starting to be annoying again. There's definitely nothing here, so... I guess we just have to go to UNATCO. No, Illuminati camp. I didn't notice this earlier. Oh. Time to finish this. Just one bullet to the brain and we're done. Hopefully, at least.
Repairing damage. Finished.
Hello, Mr. Claire. Whee! No. Ammunition. I'm supposed to kill the Denton again with no ammunition. That sort of sucks. Well, I guess I do have a lot of spider bombs. Don't know how useful those will be, though. Lips. Okay, what is it now? Okay, now that Helios is no longer, JC Denton is a mortal man.
Repairing damage. Repairs complete.
Time for us to go and end this. I didn't notice the remains of Chad. I guess we blew him to pieces or far enough away that the body wasn't detected by me.
Man, it's cold. You turned out to have some guts after all.
Preparing for the final battle. Hopefully I'm at a point and I'm ready to end things. Where's Denton? Okay, what I'll do is this. We have quite a bit of spider bombs there. I'm not quite sure where I'm supposed to meet the bastard. He's still here.
Remarkable achievement. You do not even comprehend today's significance for the future of this planet, but you have our gratitude. A discount will be applied to all of your business transactions with our agents, anywhere in the world.
After the Great Collapse, only the mighty survived. 2 centuries of war saw the rise and fall of many empires. It was the age of heroes, the battle-fired crucible of all subsequent history. In the end, the Earth was no longer green. Nothing survived on its surface other than a few embers of humankind. But from this crucible emerged the masterworks of evolution. They were fit not just for the new Earth, but for the most barren corners of creation. The glory of humanity would henceforward stretch on, through time and space, to the vanishing point of eternity.
Because if we kill 2 leaders, of a world. That I guess that future is I consider far-fetched. I need to look because the music will start at full swing. Yeah. So as far as I can see, there's a few options there at the end. The idealistic option of changing humanity, but it changed it to just such a drastic degree. I don't see. I see that being mainly silly as an option because it's not. It's a. It's an unrealistic what-if option. At least that's how it's presented. In some kind of milder form, it might have been a bit there, but since it's not like that, I sort of dismissed it out of hand. Naturally, Illuminati option, pretty typical to how the work works now, but I don't get how we went from killing the two leaders of a from a world stage to going to the Omar victory. I just am seeing. Apparently, it caused a second collapse somehow. I don't get that at all. I mean, at all. That's not how organizations are built. They're built exactly in a way that if someone gets removed, the organization lives on without too much of a hitch. You just removing two figureheads, it's not going to make all that much drastic of a difference, and it sort of implies that there had to be an Illuminati leader for anything to work out. It couldn't possibly be some kind of other leader just stepping in and taking things to maybe even in the same direction. But I don't see the leap to the Omar thing. Although the Omar thing doesn't really bother me, it's the second collapse thing. Centuries of warfare. Why? It's not like warfares today are that destructive. We have them constantly, some kind of crisis somewhere, but they're not all that destructive. So again, I don't see that ending really happening, or at least not being a consequence of my choices and actions at the end. That seems unrealistic. To the point that it's almost totally disconnected from that reality. Yeah, so I don't know. It's sort of. It felt like it had nothing to do with the choices I make there. A more fitting ending might have been that you're basically leaving mankind without a definite path to follow. At least for the moment. That's not I don't feel that's a terrible thing. That's what I feel the world is doing right now. You have competing visions of where people want to take it, but overall, no one really knows. There's no power strong enough to forcefully direct all humanity into a single direction. So yeah, I'm very dissatisfied with the ending. Maybe if it was better explained, but it really wasn't. So I can't say. But on to Deus Ex 2 Invisible War. What to say about this game? It's okay. I could bitch about certain specific things, almost all of the things to a large point, but it all amounts to a average gameplay experience. There are a few good things about it. I guess the ending choices make you think, like in the first game, and there are, although I would prefer the choices were a bit different in actually choosing, instead of just getting to the UNATCO headquarters, and that's pretty much it. Well, they're better than in the third one. Jesus Christ! Choose which button to press. I mean, it might not have been the greatest ending ever, but it's light years beyond what they had in the third one. Jesus Christ! I don't even recall. I genuinely can't recall a worse ending, unless we go back to the age of our text screen ending. Well, anyway, yeah, this game user interface, I don't like it. I don't like this almost. I don't like the biomark system. Not because of really how it's implemented, but because of the choices. I dislike heavily the fact that hacking is a biomod at all. It seems silly to me, and it's such a central feature to the game. Well, not in this game, but it's such a nice feature to have, you know, on your character, so it's almost automatically excludes the two other options. It doesn't really matter what they are. You're probably better off with taking the hacking in all the cases. Unless you really want to just go in there and shoot everything and don't give a shit about hacking. But yeah. The characters are badly written somehow. The models look terrible, especially the eyes. They also look like they're in some kind of a terrible pose. Unblinking eyes staring into you. Hands abnormally to the side in a slight angle, so no human would ever keep them there. Twitchy movement of the camera models. Everything looks pretty bad in an uncanny valley bad sort of way. I don't get why they separated the mines and grenades. You have so little inventory space, so why make them different? They were pretty much interchangeable in the first game. You could either throw them, use them as grenade, or plant them in a wall and use them as mines. I don't get why they gave up that system. It was a good system. Now you change it to a system where you basically can ignore the mines because they're so rarely used, so you're always better off with the grenades. Weapon upgrade ideas? I guess that's okay, but it don't make it. A lot of the choices don't make all that much of a sense. The extra damage is good. I like that you can shoot glass without triggering alarms. That's a nice one. Very useful for all throughout the game. Silencer naturally, but overall, most of the options might not have exist, and the game wouldn't lose much. And I didn't feel that unarmed combat was that much of an option here. The enemies simply are in a way that I can't imagine myself using melee weapons against guys with rocket launchers. It just seems silly. Maybe not. A lot of little things that you can bitch about endlessly, but they're not enough to make this a bad game. There's a lot of good mixed into it. There is a weapon modification system. There is a lot of selection with grenades. There is a hacking system. There is a working stealth system. All kinds of cool abilities you have. So there's a lot working with you also. So overall, it's okay. It's a mix of bad and good, but it's not like the greatest things ever and the worst things ever. It's a sort of a mix of below average and above average things. So it's an okay experience. And that's it. The only real hate I have for this game is that it's a Deus Ex game that could have been better. And that's not exactly a burning hate I have. It's more of a meh. It's a slight disappointment. Still, it wasn't a pain to play through. I think what this was, a single day to play through, a Sunday. Didn't wear out its welcome. Few challenging situations, different kinds of maps. Although they were limited in scope, they still, I especially liked the Antarctic map with the abandoned base. I think that was the best, most atmospheric, different kinds of enemies. Maybe I shouldn't have used the spider bots to kill all the greasels, but yeah, that was the best one. I didn't feel the maps, although they were very constrained, they weren't shit. They were just fine maps. Limited, but still okay. So, the game's okay. At least pleasant enough to play through once without any major gripes.